as delta Tu upon delta N, where N is unit of the commodity being consumed. For example, from our this above utility schedule, if I have to calculate TU of fourth samosa, sorry, MU of fourth samosa, then it would be delta Tu upon delta N, that is change in Tu upon change in units of the commodity. So for fourth samosa, the change in TU is 90 minus 90 divided by change in units of commodity is 4 minus 3. That is 0 divided by 1. That is 0. Have you understood this, guys, or not? Similarly, MU of third samosa is TU of 3 samosas minus TU of 2 samosas, that is 90 minus 80 divided by 3 units minus 2 units, that is 10 divided by 1 means 10. So MU of third samosa now we have got as 10. I hope you all have got this. Yes or no? Anish, Mansha, Aryan, have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Note down this, guys. This much. अरे उसको छोड़ दो, पहले ये करो, वरना बाहर जाके करियो. हाँ? Do you have this? क्यों? नहीं थे लास्ट क्लास में. आप लोग बस नहीं लिखा हुआ ये सब? Okay, I'm sorry, take it. So you have only this much. This entire you have. Anish, Mansha, and Aryan, you also ensure how much you have in your register. You have this in your registers, Anish, Mansha, and Aryan.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And this, in case you do
Yes,
not, please
sir.
just start. Sorry.
I have that, sir.
Okay. Let others note down this and then we go ahead, guys. TU is cumulative of MU. This I have added, guys. You also do this in your notebooks. Aryan, you have noted down everything till here, right? Aryan,
Yes, sir.
you have noted down everything till here. You have not missed anything earlier.
Yes, sir.
So, guys, the next thing that we have is the law of diminishing marginal utility. We know that this law has been given by Alfred Marshall. So, as per the law, when a consumer consumes a particular commodity or units of a particular commodity continuously, one after another, every successive unit gives him lesser amount of satisfaction. That is what is the law of diminishing marginal utility. That is, every successive unit's marginal utility keeps diminishing or remains lower than the marginal utility of earlier units. That we have seen here also, guys, in this schedule. So, in the process of continuous consumption of samosa, that is one after another, each successive unit is gives lesser satisfaction than the earlier one. So samosa 2 is giving him marginal utility, that is satisfaction of 30 utiles, whereas samosa 1 gave 50 utiles. Samosa 3 gave him 10 utiles, which is lesser than the marginal utility of second and first samosas. Fourth samosa gave him nothing, no utility at all. So every successive unit gives lesser amount of satisfaction than the earlier unit. That is what is the law of diminishing marginal utility. That is, marginal utility keeps diminishing. Have you got this, guys, or not? So, in the process of continuous consumption of a commodity, of units of a commodity, one after another, guys, please do not talk. नहीं पढ़ना तो बाहर चले जाइए लोग यहाँ. Each successive unit of the commodity produces lesser utility, that is level of satisfaction, than any of the earlier units. That is, when a consumer consumes units of a commodity continuously, marginal utility of every successive unit keeps diminishing. I hope, guys, you all have understood this. The law can be expressed in form of a schedule known as utility schedule. So this is TU of chapatis, this is marginal utility of chapatis, and this is units of chapatis. A consumer keeps consuming units of chapatis one after another. So first unit gives him satisfaction of 145 utiles. Two units together gives him satisfaction of 200 utiles. It means the second chapati has given him satisfaction of 55 utiles. Three chapatis together gives him satisfaction of 220 utiles. It means third chapati has given him satisfaction of only 20 utiles. When he goes for fourth, his satisfaction, that is TU, remains same. It means fourth chapati has produced nothing for him. No satisfaction at all. I hope guys you all have understood this. कम क्यों हो रहा है? कहाँ ज्यादा मिल रहा है? This is TU of two chapatis together. So from first chapati he got satisfaction of 145. From second 55. So total of two chapatis is 200. From third chapati he got only 20 utiles. So 200 plus 20 is 220. This is total satisfaction. This is marginal level of utility. That is satisfaction from each unit of chapati. So from first chapati here, he has got satisfaction of how much? 45 utiles. From second, 55, right? So this is of first, second, third, and fourth. But this is of one chapati, this is of two chapatis, three chapatis, and four chapatis. What this? Then guys, have you all noted down this? Aryan, Mancha, Anish.
Yes, sir.
Here guys. Now guys, why the marginal utility diminishes in the process of continuous consumption? There is only one reason, that is human psychology or human nature of being fed up with something when you use or consume it continuously. Am I clear? There is no other economic reason. Devansh, idhar aa jao aage. Please do not talk. It disturbs a lot. Please, whatsoever it is, do not. Manveer, अरे कुछ भी हो. I'm talking to you people and you both are talking together. What is the sense? I hope guys you understood what I said. The reason that is rational, why mu remains diminishing in case of continuous consumption is human nature or psychology of soon being fed up with something when it is used or consumed continuously or regularly. So guys, the two examples which I have given so far, one is of samosa and second is of chapati. They both are consumable items, but the law works not only on consumable items but also on usable items. That is those which are durable. So whether it is garments that we use or that is the apparels that we use or mobile phone or television or bike or car, shoes, with every such thing we get fed up by using it regularly or continuously. I hope you are getting this. Right? You have purchased a new mobile and the very first day it will give you maximum satisfaction, but next day satisfaction from by using that mobile will diminish. Third day again it will diminish further, and one fine day you will fully get bored of that mobile phone. Have you got me guys or not? All? I'm asking guys, everyone.
Yes, sir.
So have you all noted down this much? Anish, Aryan, have you noted down this?
सर आप थोड़ा ऊपर कीजिए ना सर वो एक मिनट
You missed something from here, Aryan?
सर लास्ट टू लाइन बस द लॉ एक्सप्रेस्ड
अकाउंट्स के बोलिए डन आर्यन
यस सर
Anish, you also have noted down this much, right? Till here.
Yes, sir.
So, guys, next thing assumptions of the law. Assumptions in economics are the conditions under which a law works. So, assumptions are those conditions under which the law works. Which law? Obviously, the law of diminishing marginal utility, which are as follows. The process of consumption should be continuous, guys. You are consuming first samosa in the afternoon and second in the evening, then the law may not work. Maybe in the evening, second samosa may give you more satisfaction than the one that gave you satisfaction in the morning. I hope you are understanding this, guys. This law works only when you consume a commodity continuously. You had first samosa, immediately after that you have to go for second, immediately after that third, then only the successive units of samosa will give you lesser satisfaction than the earlier units. But if the consumption is not continuous, the first unit of samosa you have in the morning, the second in the afternoon, third in the evening, right? Then the law may not work. Maybe because in the afternoon you were hungrier than morning, and because of that, second samosa gave you more satisfaction than the one that you had in the morning. So there should not be significant time gap between consumption of two units of the commodity. So the process of consumption should be continuous. That is, there should not be significant time gap between consumption of two successive units of the commodity. I hope guys you all have understood this point. Yes or no? If it is so, the law may not work. Have you got this, Anish, Mansha, and Aryan, and those who are sitting here? Shubhi, have you understood this? Shubhi, Priyansh, Manvi? Each unit of the commodity must be identical to each other. Identical means absolutely same, or you can say perfect substitute of each other. The first samosa is of smaller size and the second one is of bigger size, and the second samosa will give you more consumption, more satisfaction than the first one. Are you getting my point? The first samosa is less tastier than the second one. Obviously, the second samosa then will give you more satisfaction than the first one. I hope you are getting this, guys. So, all the units which are being consumed by a consumer in the process of continuous consumption must be identical in size, shape, color, taste, and other attributes. Here, guys, all will come. I'm sorry, huh? All units, please correct it in your notebooks. There should not be any change in climate during the process of continuous consumption. Say I'm having hot coffee and I had one hot coffee, and before I could take the second hot coffee, there is change in climate and now it is colder than earlier. If it is so, the second hot coffee will give me more satisfaction than the first one. Have you got this or not, guys? Have you understood this? Devansh, Manveer, have you got this? There should be no difference in the price of units of the commodity. Because if the successive units are cheaper than the earlier units, then obviously the cheaper one will give me more satisfaction than the earlier one. The first samosa is of rupees 20, but the second samosa is of rupees 10 only. And it is absolutely same samosa, then obviously second samosa will give me more satisfaction than the first one because it is cheaper to me. I hope guys you understood this, right? The consumer should be rational and not insane. If it is insane, then the law may not work. The second, third, fourth chapatis can give him more satisfaction than the earlier ones. That is, each unit of the commodity must be priced equally. That I have added, guys, to this point. The commodity should be normal. Now, what does this mean? We will see this later, guys. The commodity should be normal, right?
Excuse me,
Each unit
sir.
of the commodity should be of standard size. For example, if samosas are very small in size, the later units of the samosa may produce more utility than the earlier ones to one who is hungry. I hope you have got this, right? You are hungry, you went for samosas, but you found that the size of samosa is very small. Then first samosa will give you lesser satisfaction, second will give you more, and maybe third gives you more than the first two.
Ah, ah.
Got this, Anish, Mansha, and
Excuse
Aryan?
me, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we don't have this for ICSC, sir, for the assumptions.
You have the law, right?
We have the law, but my in my school they said we don't have the assumptions.
But you may be asked assumptions in exam, board exam. Forget about your school. Think of the council, ISC council or the board. Check the previous year question papers, you will understand this.
Yes, sir.
There should not be any change in taste and preferences of the consumer during the process of continuous consumption. Somebody does not like pizza, but he had pizza. Why? Because there was no other option available when he was hungry. First pizza did not give him any satisfaction, but before he went for second one, suddenly he developed a good taste in pizza. And because of that, second pizza gave him more utility than the first one. So that should not happen, guys. There should not be any change in taste and preferences of the consumer. I hope you all have got this, right?